Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Madden Gaming, and I'm back with some more Madden 24 news. In this one, we got most dominant Madden 24 defense: shut down, run, and pass. Okay, so we got the defense. We got the defense coming up. I'm not gonna lie to you, your boy is not that good in Madden on defense. All right. I'm good occasionally. I'm good here and there, but not really too good. So this right here, hey, this is for me right here. Hey, this is for anybody that's not really good at defense. This is for you right here. But before I hop into this reaction, I need you guys to like this video right now. Subscribe to your boy if you want more reactions just like this one. And without further ado, just jump right into it.
You're here because you're probably struggling on.
All right, let's go.
Of getting scored on, and you're ultimately losing more games than you should be.
That's me.
Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the best defense to use right now in Madden to get more stops and to ultimately win more games. Now, the defense we're going to be looking at today is the dime normal, the same defense that I posted at the beginning of last year that went very under the radar. A lot of people like to gravitate towards nickel and dollar, but dime is actually really good. Now, I'm in the Kansas City.
I did hear some good things about playing the dimes.
Screen where you can find this formation. The first thing you want to do before you do anything else is click the R3 or your right thumbstick in to pull up your coaching adjustments, and you want to make sure your auto alignment is on base because we're going to base align every play, but this just removes us having to do it on.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Come out with the base align look. Now there's a few different plays that we can run in dollar, especially with the base align look, because everything's going to look the same, but the main play is going to be the DB blitz 0 simply because this is how we're going to break pressure. Everything's going to be built on the back of this play.
I like those.
So stick around so I can show you those important setups as well.
There is absolutely nothing going on with me romantically.
Great. Can I buy you?
Now, once you're on the field, the setup is simple. First, you want to press, which is wire triangle down on the left stick, but then you also want to make sure to shade up because man press does get beat pretty consistently this year, and the blitz,
especially against Cup,
that long, but you also just don't want a situation where the receivers are occasionally just blowing right by the corners. So to shade up, you press wire triangle and then up on the right stick. Then the last thing you want to do is crash your defensive line down, which is left on the D-pad, down on the right stick, so that they crash more to the middle, and that's it. Now, in terms of who you're going to use her, you know, it really depends on what the offense comes out in. So right here, I really don't want to use this linebacker because he's too far away from Cooper Kupp. So really, I would
even though Fred Warner is the best linebacker in the league, that's Cooper fucking Kupp.
The safety on the running back, and I like to kind of come down here because that does help the blitz.
Okay.
Now, if the running back goes out, he's my responsibility, but that's easy. I can easily take him out to the flat or wherever he goes. If he stays in the block, then I just jump over the middle and try to help out in coverage, try to bait interception, you know, bait them to throw a bad pass. So you can see I'm taking the running back, we're going out, and we've got
him.
Now, in terms of heat, you're not really going to find pressure much quicker than that. Sure, everything's manned up one-on-one, so there is... That's
the only thing.
Quick. That's just kind of the nature of...
Especially with the Rams, especially with Cooper Kupp on that one.
Being aggressive like this, you have to run the risk of somebody getting open quick. But when you're seeing how quick we're getting to the QB, and you also factor in that this year, the under pressure penalties are super severe. So if even a few yards away from the QB and he's able to get a pass off, there's a good chance this year that that pass is going to be very inaccurate. So even if he gets it off before we get there, he's still probably throwing a pass that's going to be, at best, incomplete. But you see, the blitz is consistent every single time.
He has no time at all.
If you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well go ahead and subscribe and join the family because you're pretty much...
Ooh, he baited him.
Anyway, that way you won't miss out on any of the best Madden tips all year long to help you win more games. Now, I especially like blitzes like this even better against compressed sets because everybody's already tight.
Yeah.
Again, we press... we shade up, we crash the D-line down. Now, in this case, I'm going to use the linebacker because he's on the running back. But what I also like to do, if you have time, and I understand not everybody always has time for this, it's not the most important, but it can be very useful. If you have time, try to bring the safeties down really quickly because the guys are defending, which helps them defend things.
That's smart right there. That's smart.
It'll help them defend it a lot better. But if they're running the ball, they're in the box, and because it's a cover 0, they are in run fits, which means they're going to attack the run a little bit quicker. So the more you can pull them in the box, it's just the better they're going to help you defend everything. But if you can't do that, I mean, your blitz is still going to come in. It's just you're not going to have the most optimal coverage out there versus the run in the pass if they're not further down in the box.
Especially if they get it to their tight end, Higsby. Got him.
Two guys coming in. You can't really get in faster than that, right? If
you can't
complete a pass that quick, I don't care if I'm leaving one guy completely wide open. You know, if somebody can complete a pass that quick, you know, more power to you, man. Go ahead.
That's
Here again, I'm
yeah, that's incredible. Cause look at this right here.
What are we gonna do?
You don't have enough time. I mean, you can't cover
I
that.
do want to mention that I also have a Patreon page where I post my highest level Madden tips, strategies, and
even if you have a running quarterback, that's still tough to do because it's quick.
The pin comment is below. Now, if they start blocking a running back, it's okay. If you know they're doing that more, I would even try to more aggressively kind of mug in these like gaps right here with your user. If you know they're just blocking them every play because it'll help. But even if they block, you should still get somebody coming in free, just like this. And that's the best thing about this. They have to block
okay.
to consistently stop both guys from coming in. And if they're doing that, you're winning the numbers game because they're only putting 3 receiving options out there at that point. And if they're only putting 3 receiving options out there, you know, you have a good chance of you know, your coverage holding up. And the thing is, even with them blocking 7, you still have 6 guys rushing. So they're gonna block shed pretty quickly in this game. If you have that many people rushing, it's not like you're just gonna have.
Yeah, you got more. You got more than they can block. Nick Bosa. I mean, that's a mismatch nightmare for anybody.
Safeties in the box, especially if I'm expecting run. So like right here against this formation, for example.
And then you got Bucker in the middle.
Because I'd rather use the running back more times than not. You typically want to use the guy that's on the running back.
San Francisco D line is.
You know, you want to get in here and help. You know, mug this up. Now right there. They got 4 yards because he got a fall forward animation, but you saw that he was met at the line of scrimmage instantly. Like that's not a good run situation at all. Like if he falls
not at all,
you just have to kind of live with that. But I mean, you can see where
look how it gets to the gap.
It just actually does work as good run defense, but you do have to help out with your user. You don't want to just depend on the CPU. Now let's talk about coverages. So we can come out in stock coverages, which I'll show in a minute, to try to play coverage defense because you don't want to just blitz every single play. But if you want to blitz with different coverages, you still have to use the DB blitz 0. So we set it up the same way. We press, play over top, crash D-line down. Now, what we can do here is we can turn this into a cover 2, for example. Now, this is more advanced. You're going to have to be quick. This is a muscle memory thing. If you're more of a beginner, you won't be able to do this part here. But what you can do is press the Y or triangle button twice, and that brings up your quick adjustments for your secondary. So then you can individually choose a player and put it.
I didn't even know you could do this.
Press X down on the left stick.
I'm one of those guys that always are on the line of scrimmage. I always choose the people that's on the line of scrimmage. I never go for the safeties or linebackers or cornerbacks.
RB up on the left stick, he's in a deep half. Same process. Take the B icon down on the left stick. Now I've created a cover 2 shell. Now I can set that up in like 2 seconds, but if you are a beginner, you're gonna have to practice it. It's muscle memory.
I didn't even understand that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And that is how you can really take
that
defense to a high
this is a lot, guys.
This is now going to allow you to blitz out of a different coverage shell. So right here, for example, I would use the linebacker. I have to cover the middle because there's no coverage in the middle of the field. Now, the quick flats will be open because the clouds are going to drop further back. So if they want to throw a quick flat, they can beat me. But the pressure is still going to come in quick. And if they're expecting man defense, but now it's a cover 2 shell, they could easily throw a pick, or maybe I run this in a situation where it's a 3rd and long, and I'm not expecting them to throw to the flats. They're not looking to the flats. So now they hike the ball. I'm over the middle. You can see maybe they're surprised. What's going on? It's not man defense. The blitz is getting there in 2 seconds. And
if Stafford had adjusted to that, he had X wide open.
So let me just show you how quick
but
I can set this.
It's all about the timing.
Right here. See how quick that's set up? They can't snap the ball that quick. I would still have a couple extra seconds.
I don't know what my eyes can't blink that quick. God damn. All I heard was.
So it does take a little bit of work. So this is another thing you can do right here. If you want to create a cover 4 shell, for example, if it's a long situation, you can do that where you don't want guys manned up because you feel like maybe some of your man corners are getting cooked. It's a long situation. You want to play a cover 4 shell, or maybe
especially against like a Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, they going to get cooked.
Help you over the middle. You can adjust this any way you want. The blitz is going to work the same way every time. These different adjustments is just what can take you from the defense being good to the defense being great, because now you can throw different coverages at them while you're still blitzing. And I mean, again, it comes in quick, but you have different zones out there. You don't always have to play man, but if you can't do that quick enough, you're still going to do a pretty good job just blitzing out of man. Now let's talk about the stock coverages. Now this is going to be especially important if you're someone that can't quick adjust like I was just showing out of the defense, but you do want to still have a coverage sometime. You can just leave your 4 guys rushing, which will give you okay pass rush. They'll get their shots eventually, but you can come out in this and you can press to kind of give it the same look.
Ah,
You're in. They don't know if you're in the man.
I like that. So you disguising it. Okay.
Using the linebacker or the safety, they may
I hope the CPU don't do this against you, because they do, boy. They got me.
Regular players won't really know the difference. You know, only like the best of the best would know. So now we're just in a stock cover 2, and we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna cover.
Look at that.
And you look,
That's a coverage sack right there.
For having 7 in coverage, it's a lot harder to get a quick pass off. You can do the same thing with a cover 3. We're in a cover 3, we press. Again, if it's anything but a cover 2, I'm going to shade over the top just to make sure that my zones bail. But now we're in a cover 3 style zone, okay? And we're
Look at this. Look at this.
Pressure gets there.
Can't find nobody.
Open, great. It's a cat and mouse game because sometimes we're blitzing, sometimes we're in different coverages, and they just don't know what's going on here. And if they're starting to leave the running back and the tight end in the block, and then we hit them with a coverage style defense, now they'll have 3 guys or sometimes 4 guys out there versus us with 7. So, you know, now, right?
They can't. Look at that.
They're not going to really know what you're doing depending on which coverage you're in. And if they start blocking people, for example, like the running back, sometimes maybe even the tight end, and then we have all these guys out here in coverage, I mean, they can, you know, try to hurry up and get these quick throws off. They're going to complete some. You're not going to stop somebody every play, but basically you're playing the cat and mouse game. Are you blitzing or are you in coverage? What coverage are you in? They don't know. You can also use coverages like this, like cover 3 cloud. I love cover 3 cloud. This is something that confuses a lot of people. Again, press but shade up. Only time I don't shade up is if I'm in a cover 2 because I have 2 deep zones, so I don't have to shade up.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, it's a different coverage on the field. What are we in? They don't know. We could be blitzing for all they know. They're blocking the running back. Maybe they block the tight end as well. They have no clue
look at that.
what we're doing, and we're still getting good pass rush because we have 4 guys rushing. Now that you know about the best defense in the game, you're halfway there. Now you need these other important Madden tips so you can really
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I didn't even know you could do some of those things. When he was doing the that right there, I was so lost. I understood it, but I ain't gonna be able to remember that. I'm gonna have to look back at this video at least 5 times. At least 5 times. That's a max. But what he showed right here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I have in the past brung a lot of blitz with my defense, but I always like, I don't know, I feel like it's too risky, especially when you're going up against like the caliber of Jamar Chase, the Justin Jeffersons, the Cooper Kupps of the world. Like, I don't know, I never really like, I'm more of a zone type of player, but this right here, it might change my mind. Not gonna lie to you, it might change my mind, you know, do little adjustments at the line of scrimmage so they don't know what you're doing. They don't know if you coming up, if you're pressing or this and that. Like, just confuse the players. That would be really cool to see the CPU do that to you too. Let me know if you think that would be pretty cool. Man, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I found out a lot of things I did not know you could do in Madden with this video. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Love every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.